What's going on, Guitar Grappler here. So today I want to talk about a guitar brand that you may or may not have heard of. They're like taking a nod from the past and taking modern elements and their own twist, mixing it all together and coming out with some really beautiful guitars. Now, I've never been able to play one of these guitars. I've never even seen one in person. But just from what I can see on Instagram and on their website, and how the owner talks and presents his guitars, I can tell that there's a lot of love that goes in these guitars and a lot of craftsmanship, you know. So the brand is Sully Guitars. Now this is not a sponsored video. I've just been following for almost a year, maybe not even that. And every time they post a new guitar, I'm like, damn, that is a badass looking guitar. And I can just tell that these things are gonna play just as good as they look, you know. And who knows, maybe sometime soon, if I'm lucky, if I maybe sell a couple guitars, I'll be able to get one of these conspiracy series ones that they're putting out. But let's get into it and let's kind of take a look at the brand, and I can show you some of the reasons why I like them. All right, so taking a look at Sully Guitars, these are the first ones that I've seen. I want to say this is the first picture that I even seen, or at least one of them. And it was of these Concord guitars. And if you already know, which I'm sure you do, Jackson made the Concord for Randy Rhoads. So it's like the Randy Rhoads shaped guitar. And like these made such a huge impact on the metal world and the guitar world because it was just something different, something unique. And I want to say Sully has the license from Grover Jackson to make these guitars. And I would have to say they took the shape and like, I don't want to say make it cooler because the originals are just so cool, but they do such a great job on these guitars. I mean, the sparkle finishes that they do with the gold and the silver are absolutely beautiful. One thing I really like is they do these reverse block inlays. Normally you see them where they're filled with like perloid or pearl. I really like the way the reverse looks. It's super sleek, and I love the headstocks that they do. I mean, look at that. It's like a fishing harpoon or something. It just looks super like vicious, you know. And then some of the other inlays that they do are these, like, I think they call them stitches or something. We'll see a little later exactly what they call them, but I really like that too. I just like when people do different stuff, you know. It's like they're taking a classic shape and really modernizing it and making it really cool. But these are, man, I'll just say it over and over again. They're just absolutely gorgeous. So once I saw that, I was pretty much hooked, and I was like, I started following them and looking at some of the guitars they do. I mean, look at the finish on this. Absolutely gorgeous. It's high-end stuff, you know. Now, most of the guitars they make, they have a custom shop where they make custom guitars, and they do them in the U.S. I want to say it's in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, the guitars are about $3,000. They're pretty pricey, but you're getting a custom hand-built guitar, so you're getting what you pay for. Now, granted, I haven't played one, but I mean, they look beautiful. I would have to say they play as good as they look. That's the owner right there. So I was very interested, but you know, I can't afford that, unfortunately. Like $3,000 guitars just out of my price range. But I found out that they do conspiracy series, and look, yep, this is a conspiracy series Concord. So this is one right here, and these are guitars that they do in, I believe it's Korea. I'm gonna look and see for sure, but look at this, and they're much more affordable, but they still look just as badass. I bet they play just as good as well. So let's go to their actual website. And because they have a line of conspiracy series that they're doing for the summer, this upcoming summer. And there's one in particular that I'm like, oh man, I don't need to buy another guitar and really shouldn't afford another guitar. But man, it's calling my name. It has everything that I want, you know. So maybe I'll have to sell a couple to make some room. Because I would love to play one on the channel and review one, you know, for everybody and really for myself, honestly. Because I've been looking at these guitars for a little while now. And every time you post one, I'm like, oh man, that's so badass. They just do such a great job. Oh yeah, one cool thing that they're doing too is he's doing a Sully's Golden Ticket. And so one lucky Conspiracy Series Summer 2023 pre-order customer will open their case and find a golden ticket. And that will be the USA custom shop version of the guitar that they ordered. Which is, man, how cool is that? You know, you order a guitar that's maybe like a $1,500 guitar, Korean built, and then what happens is you get a freaking monster USA hand-built guitar. That's pretty cool that they're doing that. Of course, nobody knows which one it's going to be. It's just like randomly picked. So I think that's very cool. So they all come with a free hard shell case. And you save $100 if you enter the code and pay up front, I believe is what it is. So this is the lineup right here. Very, very cool guitars. I say one sticking out, but really there's like 4 that I would be extremely happy to have. So we'll just kind of go through them. So this is the Trella 71. This is like their custom shape, like their trademark, I would have to say. Very cool looking, very unique and different. Not really my thing, but I think it's cool. You know, I like when people do different stuff. So this one was $1,500. I thought somewhere they said, I want to say they are Korean made. Let's see if we can find that. I don't see that.
I'm blind.
But it's mahogany body. Let's see. Yep, so $1,500. And let's keep going down. So this is one of the Concords. I mean, look at this thing. And this is very Randy Rhoads-esque, you know. The gold with the white, it's just clean, man. Super clean. These inlays are super cool, too. They look like kind of like hooks or something. I like that. So it's a maple body. Let's see. Hip shot. Graph tech. So, and these are like high quality materials that they're using, even if it is a, made overseas. They have the Luminlay side dots, mahogany, two-pneumatic bridge, and then they have their own. I like the Salty Bastard bridge, so it's their own house pickup basically, because they make pickups as well. So $14 or $13.50, not bad at all, and you can break it up in installments if you want. And I'm not sponsored whatsoever by Sully. This is just, I just kind of want to get some more brand recognition out there for them on my small channel, just because I appreciate the guitars that they do. I think they just look so freaking cool. Like, look at this Concord with the sparkle finish, with the Fishmans. Oh my goodness. The Floyd Rhodes 1500. So that's a high quality tremolo system. I really like their logo too. I think it's very clean looking with the script. Absolute beauty. See, this one wouldn't be for me. I'd need inlays on every single fret. Some people I know like the clean fretboard and they can play like that. I actually look at the fretboard when I play as opposed to the dots on the top. So, unfortunately I need some inlays on mine. But still, look at this beauty. All right, so let's keep going down. And this is one for the Michael Sweet from, what's he for? Striper. With his signature black and yellow stripes like this. And we see those same inlays that I like. What do they call that? Concord Trails is what they call them. But very cool guitar. This one's $1,650. Probably a little bit more expensive because I think whenever you have a signature guitar, the artist gets some of the cut of that, so they have to kind of, pay your artist as well. So this is the one right here that, like, oh man, I'm itching for. I'm like, who knows? Like I said, I may sell a couple guitars to get one because I've been eyeing these for a while, and I've been wanting a super bright neon green guitar, and this is it. I mean, this is like exactly what I want. It's just so super 80s looking, sleek, fast, shred machine. Like, you could just look at it. It's got the maple board. So let's go over some of these specs. To the extremely green finish. Yeah, so this is the 624 is the model. 25.5 bolt-on, roasted maple neck. Beautiful. And I think these are just, what they call them, renditions. So it's not an actual guitar. It's just kind of like a mock-up. Let's see. And they have a standard thin neck. Headstock is reversed. Okay, so they call it the Raven. That is a badass headstock. Dual action spoke wheel, truss rod adjustment. So right here, like you see on a lot of your Charvels and whatnot. It's got stainless steel frets. So that's pretty good on an import guitar at this price range. Fretboards, roasted maple. Okay, so you just call it slashes, the inlays. And it's like 3 little slashes on it. I think it's cool. It's different. Luminlay side dots, can't beat that. Alder body. Once again, a Floyd Rose 1500. Let's see. And then we have the Conspiracy Series, their own signature pickups as well. Push-pull. And also comes with a hard case. And this one's $14.49. So about $1,500 just about. Which, in comparison to like your Jacksons and stuff, is pretty much in line. The difference is if you buy this guitar, you're getting something that not 100,000 people have. Because when you have Jacksons and ESPs, as amazing as they are, you're getting a guitar that's just made to oblivion, you know, so tons of people are going to have them. If you want to kind of stand out, have something a little more unique, you know, you can buy a guitar like this. Now, granted, once again, I have yet to play one, so I can't speak on the playability. I can just only speak on everything I've seen, some of the reviews I've watched, and I guarantee they play just as good, if not better, than some of these bigger name brands. They definitely look just as good for sure. So going down, 624, which is the same thing, but this is a hardtail. It's got the Fishman Fluence, super clean white. I love my Floyd Rose, so unfortunately this one wouldn't be for me, although it is a beautiful guitar. And it seems like they don't really do 7 strings, 8 strings, and all that stuff, which I'm a pretty much a strictly 6-string player. I've had 7 strings, and I always end up selling them. I just prefer a 6-string, you know, 6 is enough, man. You don't need all those strings. At least I don't. But so this is another 15, almost 1500, 1449, beauty. And then here's the Raven. Man, what a freaking badass looking guitar. And once again, I'm not a big guy, so like guitars like this look like I'm trying to play my dad's guitar. If you know. So, but man, do I love seeing them. I love this shape. I think it looks super cool. Like, kind of like a classic look, but with a modern take, you know. And it also has those reverse, what they call them, block inlays. Damn, had a brain fart. Which just looks classy, man. Like, and I like how the all the knobs and everything are like totally out the way of your fretting hand, way to the back, out the way. That's what I like. And this one's $13.50, which is not bad at all. Let's see some of the specs. So it's a maple body, 3-piece, set neck, 25.5, 22 frets, stainless steel, lumen lay. And that's one thing too that you're not really seeing on a lot of these import higher brands like Jackson and ESP, or bigger brands rather. A lot of times they do the nickel frets, you know. So to see stainless steel is like, it's pretty good. And I guarantee these are way more polished than like my Harley Benton's, which I love my Harley Benton's, but you know, you have to do some fret work to those before they're like really playable. I mean, they're pretty bad off when you first get them. Now, granted, I'm able to do my fret work and get them playing super, super clean, but I guarantee these are way more, they're probably way smoother and way nicer fresh out the factory. So this is a mahogany body, and once again, it has their signature pickups, which I'm very curious about as well. So let's see. Let's look at some of the... Well, let's see what they have in stock. And these are like the USA stuff that they have in stock. So another Raven with like a relic look. I'm not a big fan of relic. See, this is $31.50. It's like I like keeping my guitars as pristine as possible. I know some people just like, they like the relic look. It's just not my thing. I like them looking clean. So here's a 625. The other one that I was looking at, the green one that I really like, is a 624. So I'm truthfully not sure what the difference is. I guess the body style is a little bit different. But so this one, okay, so okay. So I guess this one's in the process. Maybe you could add what you want. Yeah, so 1,000 deposit. Oh, no. 3,300. Huh. Oh, so they're still in the process of making it, just kind of showing it off. But, I mean, look at this beautiful flame on this headstock and this fretboard. And this purple is very, very nice. That's a beautiful guitar. Oh, yeah, so they're going to put an original Floyd Rose on there. I got to see what the Floyd Rose 1500 is. And then we have, oh, this one sold a 624. It was $27.50, so a little bit cheaper. Oh, look at this Concord. Whew. I mean, that's like a work of art right there. $31.50. Then we have this. $31.50 silver sparkle. Another Raven. I love this shape, man. I love that. I love that blue stained wood too. So yeah, that's just kind of a look at them. You know, that conspiracy series I think is a pretty good deal. And like I said, the one benefit is getting something that's just different, you know, and supporting a company that's a smaller company as opposed to these, you know, giants that are out there. I feel like there's going to be a lot more care put into the guitars whenever you have a smaller company. And just seeing the owner talk on Instagram, you can tell he's extremely passionate about his brand and guitars in general. So I just want to make this video, like I said, get some word out there. Who knows, I may be reviewing that beautiful green, was it 624, somewhere down the line. So anyways, I appreciate you watching. Keep on shredding.